Don in London, hello. And I normally say good morning, but it's actually good afternoon now. It seems like a conspiracy of things have happened today. Anyway, my video is all about recovery from either addiction to substance or behaviour, or both. My substance was alcohol, my behaviour trying to be perfect, never so, and realising that all I can do these days is make progress and never perfection. So in recovery, one day at a time, from addiction, if I wasn't addicted to alcohol, or if I wasn't able to get any alcohol, I guess I was addicted to other things like work, relationships, food, gym, you name it. I could be out there addicted. Photography, people, generally people, and being a part of included, and avoiding my own company until I got to that place of 24/7 drinking, where life was very bleak and desolate. And anybody who's gone through that awful time, the transition from drink dependent, where we go out and still try and have a good laugh and control our drinking until we get home, of course, to the place where we get to maybe 24/7 drinking or binge drinking or joining up the binges. Life can get very, very difficult, and in addiction it's beyond desolation. It's a feeling of never wanting to wake up. So those days seem to be behind me in a general way, but this morning has been quite challenging, notwithstanding I've been away for the weekend, which is a novelty for me, and to be in the company of family and to enjoy a birthday party, an 18th celebration, which was bedecked with alcohol, and I wandered around with my bottle of fizzy water. Talk about paranoid. I can still be paranoid. I just don't want to make a mistake. And halfway through the evening, I accidentally picked up a can, looked at it, and thought, my God. And the person who's canning was, hey, that's my can. I couldn't wait to put it down. Anyway, that was a near mistake, and that's because I wasn't looking at what I was doing. And that's one of the things I've realised in recovery. I need to look at everything I'm doing, and to be aware of what is going on around me, because it's so easy to make a mistake. So there you go, an arm's length away, blimey, it was in my hand. So we learn, don't we? We learn what is good for us, and what keeps me on track these days really is fellowship. Family, community and professionals kept me alive long enough to get to a fellowship which understood what it was like not to drink on a daily basis. So a one-day time frame, and that fellowship is Alcoholics Anonymous. I don't speak for it, never can, never will. And on days like today, where we had a power cut earlier, followed by the switching on of electricity, and my upstairs neighbour is deaf, and I don't know whether he's in or out because he's not answering the door, and his television is blaring really, really loud. Anyway, it's just one of those things. So I've put the background noise suppressor on, and hopefully you can hear me. And the TV upstairs probably. And the dogs downstairs, they're barking. Not only are they mad, they're barking simply because the electric went off and then everything went back on again. So it's been an interesting morning, and taking telephone calls. But isn't that what life is about? Enjoying life and its ups and downs, and helping people. So anybody in recovery, by going to a meeting of AA or whatever fellowship that is the primary addiction, like Narcotics Anonymous, Overeaters Anonymous, Cocaine Anonymous, Marijuana Anonymous. There's an anonymous somewhere out there for anybody who has got into a particular state of addiction. What a relief, what a relief. Anyway, AA is my primary addiction, alcohol, and over the years it was many things. But there's a preamble or a statement of intent shared at the beginning of every meeting of AA, and it goes like this, and believe you me, later on I need a meeting. Here goes the preamble. Alcoholics Anonymous is a fellowship of men and women who share their experience, strength and hope with each other, that they may solve their common problem and help others to recover from alcoholism. The only requirement for membership is a desire to stop drinking. There are no dues or fees for AA membership. We are self-supporting through our own contributions. AA is not allied with any sect, denomination, politics, organisation or institution. Does not wish to engage in any controversy, neither endorses nor opposes any causes. Our primary purpose is to stay sober and help other alcoholics to achieve sobriety. And funnily enough, the noise is abated around me. Thank God for that. Oh, there's tapping now, noises now. It's Maxwell with his silver hammer, probably. Yeah, so I'm in a good mood, but I'm very tired. Going away for the weekend and celebrating birthdays is an unusual thing for me. And I shared about it last night. And so good to be in the world and be able to do this. A few years back, I had no clue whether I'd make it or not. And most people around me were very concerned that I would not. So the gift of being alive is to stay in the day, if we can. One thing, never speak for Alcoholics Anonymous. That's me, I never do. It's full of unique, authentic people speaking for themselves where they choose to. And anonymity is a sanctuary to find the truth of now. So for me, God is truth. God works through people. And God is love. And spiritual for me is in the moment of now. The ever-present, perfectly imperfect moment of now. So those are my understandings so far. And of course they change day by day. And some of the things I need to watch out for on a daily basis is truth. Not my opinion of truth or my dredged up understanding of truth. It's the universal truth of the universe. And that can change, and it's forever being updated. So I need to keep aware of where I am in this one day. So daily readings which I utilise when I can't get to meetings, like on Saturday. This one, Daily Reflections, one a day. It says here for October the 13th, and just a reminder, October's all about step 10, doing a spot check inventory when we need to see what's going on with ourselves and not other people. Unremitting inventories. Continue to watch for selfishness, dishonesty, resentment and fear. Oh, I think I just said that. When these crop up, we ask God at once. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong one. That's for tomorrow. Let's go back to October the 12th. You can see I'm discombobulated, but I'm not going to do it again. Curbing rashness. When we speak or act hastily or rashly, or look at the wrong page, the ability to be fair-minded and tolerant evaporates on the spot. Yes, 12 steps and 12 traditions. So I've had my patience tested a bit this morning, but I have to laugh because I'm sure my TV goes on too loud sometimes. Being fair-minded and tolerant is a goal toward which I must work daily. I ask God, or good conscience, as I understand him, or it, to help me to be loving and tolerant to my loved ones, and to those with whom I am in close contact, like my neighbours. I ask for guidance to curb my speech when I am agitated, and I take a moment to reflect on the emotional upheaval my words may cause, not only to someone else, but also to myself. Prayer and meditation and inventories are the key to sound thinking and positive action for me, and to keep on smiling, of course, when I can. And as Bill sees it for today, humility for the fellowship too, which is important. This is as Bill sees it, his writings over decades, and this one comes from AA Comes of Age. Humility for the fellowship too. We of AA sometimes brag of the virtues of our fellowship. Let us remember that few of these are actually earned virtues. We were forced into them to begin with by the cruel lash of alcoholism. We finally adopted them, not because we wished to, but because we had to, in other words, to save our lives. Then as time confirmed the seeming rightness of our basic principles, we began to conform because it was right to do so. Some of us, notably myself, conformed even then with reluctance. That sounds like me. But at least we came to a point where we stood willing to conform gladly to the principles which experience under the grace of God, or good conscience, had taught us. And so true. And one of the things which I know more than anything is that truth is illuminated daily by new encounters and new understandings, and the principles of how a fellowship works, what helps, what hinders, is continually changing as society, community, and we people, the people in AA, keep on maturing or starting again. So it's ever changing, and that's part of the principles. They are timeless to a large extent. Anyway, my time is up, and to God of good conscience, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference is simply for today.